Hello, and welcome to Configure This. In today's episode, I have something special for you. We're going to be building a guided selling flow for agricultural equipment manufacturer. Guided selling is a navigation technique used in complex decision making and technical consultancy. We're essentially going to help your website visitors discover the right equipment for their specific use case by answering a set of questions in a visual way by selecting the appropriate picture. This is going to set the context that we can then use inside a product configurator to recommend the best products for their specific situation. So let's get started. As usual, we're going to start with a brainstorming exercise. I already prepared a short document with the guided selling structure that we're going to use for this example. We'll essentially be navigating the user between two major product families. One is grass processing equipment, and the second one is arable processing equipment. We'll use simple questions and provide visual answers so the users will be able to quickly select the desired answer based on their current situation. In the grass processing, we're going to ask them what type of grass processing they want to do, and we're going to offer four answers. In the arable farming, we're going to offer them a much detailed questionnaire and a lot more answers they can choose from to be able to recommend the correct product. Okay, so let's start with the master data preparation, like we always do. I prepared a list of products that we will be recommending to the user based on their selections in the guided selling part. So, as usual, the products have the SKU, the name, classification, base price, and some extra properties. We're going to export this file and we're going to import it into the product catalog inside the SalesQuiz platform. So let's do it. We select the project data file. We name the import so we know what we are doing later on, and then launch the import mapping wizard to map the fields from the Excel file to the correct fields that are preset inside the platform. Okay, we add the custom attributes, and we are now ready to import this data into the platform. Everything went well, so let's check the list of products and ensure that they're imported. Okay, so far so good. We're now ready to start building the guided selling hierarchy. To do that, SalesQuiz has a specialized editor that we call the guided selling flow editor. And we use it by adding different screens to the guided selling navigation. And we're just going to copy and paste the options that we already prepared in our brainstorming exercise to create the guided selling questions and answers. For each and every question, we're going to add the title, the short description, and we're going to also add the image with a visual representation of this specific answer. As you can see, the right click on the guided selling editor canvas is going to offer you the ability to create a new navigation screen. Each screen can have many different options, and later on will also influence the design of this specific screen step. Options are added by defining the title, short description, and usually an image representation, followed by filters that drive the behavior of every specific user action. We use filters to set the context of every specific answer, which we can then pass on to every product configurator to pre-configure it. We connect different guided selling flows together. We connect different sections of the guided selling flow by clicking on the dot on the right side of the screen and dragging it to the dot on the left side of the screen we want to connect to. And this is how we create a link inside the guided selling navigation that's going to also pass context along the way throughout the entire navigation flow. Okay, let me just copy and paste all the settings from the template. Here it is. We are now ready to set the start screen of this guided selling flow and test things out in our showroom. So let's look at how this guided selling flow now behaves in the showroom. Great, you can see that all the pictures are displaying, all the options are showing, and we are now ready to connect it to the actual product configurator so we can start giving recommendations. The product configurator used in this specific example is a very simple one. It has one of the advanced options turned on where the configurator acts as a virtual configurator. So you cannot put the entire product into the cart. You can only use it as an option displaying feature. So we use a dynamic filter to do that that gets set through the guided selling flow, and we use one component that is displaying the final list of the product filtered by these dynamic parameters. The layout is very simple, and we use only the basic layout settings that are available to showcase the product, but with one major difference. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bypass the action, the standard action of the product, and set it to add to cart. This way, we'll be able to recommend products which users can then directly add to the cart. And this is how we set the filters in the guided selling section itself for every option in the setting. The last part is to figure out the layout and design part to make the guided selling flow look very nice. SalesQuiz platform has some out-of-the-box design and layout properties that you can use to create a really nice guided selling navigation out of the box. So for this specific use case, we're going to change how the card layout is presented in the guided selling section, and we're going to change some coloring and use that on all of our guided selling steps. So we're going to display 2 items per row, and we're going to use large image cards to display visual answers to the user to make the selection really easy. So this is the final result that the user sees, and you can see it's really easy to answer questions in a visual way, and we are then redirected to our product configurator that recommends the best 3 options for the user's current selection. Great, we're finished. Now you have the idea how easy it is to build a totally custom guided navigation experience for your users so they can easily discover which one of your products fits their current situation best. Hope you got some ideas on how you can implement the same in your business. If you liked the episode, please don't hesitate to click the subscribe button below and stay updated about our future videos. Thank you very much and see you soon.